Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the pilot episode of a brand new series on my channel. It's TheHORRORman's TV SCAREies. In each episode of The HORRORman's TV SCAREies, I will be discussing a horror-themed TV episode. The horror-themed TV episodes I will be discussing will primarily be from TV series that are not typically horror-themed. For example, you won't see me discussing an episode of Tales from the Crypt on here, because all of the episodes are horror-themed. Instead, I will be discussing horror-themed episodes from sitcoms, family dramas, teen dramas, that sort of thing. Some of them might be Halloween episodes. Others might play out like mini horror films or even slashers. The point is to focus on horror-themed episodes that are sort of out of the ordinary. For this first video in the series, I'm going with a TV episode that really stands out from the rest of the TV show. It's one of those situations where, if you know, you know. In the TheHORRORman's TV SCAREies Episode 1, I will be discussing Sylvia from Little House on the Prairie. Sylvia is the name of a two-part episode from Season 7 of Little House on the Prairie. Yes, you heard me correctly, Little House on the Prairie. With each of the two parts running approximately 45 minutes, the entire episode ends up being feature-length at around 90 minutes. And honestly, guys, don't laugh. It's disturbing. Sylvia is pure horror. The title character of the episode is a 14-year-old girl who has developed faster than the other girls in class. Because of this, the boys in class tease her and spy on her through her window. They have crushes on her and attempt to sneak a peek. It all seems like innocent boys will be boys stuff at first, until we find out that someone else is also stalking Sylvia. It's nearing Halloween, and the school will be having a Halloween mask making contest. The scariest mask of all, though, is worn by Sylvia's stalker. It's a very creepy clown mask. While walking home one day, Sylvia is attacked by the man in the mask, and he rapes her. I'll say it again. Yes, this is Little House on the Prairie. More like Little House on the Scary, right? Sylvia manages to escape her stalker and makes it home to her father. She tells him what has happened, and horribly, he blames her. Matters only get worse after Sylvia is examined by the town doctor, and she finds out she's pregnant. Meanwhile, her clown-faced stalker is still on the loose. Prior to her attack, Sylvia had begun dating Albert Ingalls, and the two fell in love. They want to run away together and get married, even though they are only 14 years old. But Sylvia's father has other plans. He wants to take her out of town himself, to avoid the shame of the situation. Before she has the chance to leave, though, Sylvia's stalker continues watching her. Wherever she goes and whatever she does, he's there. It all leads up to a final confrontation when Sylvia is attacked again. Albert, Sylvia's father, and Charles set out to find Sylvia, but it might be too late. As the episode comes to a close, people are dead, and there's no happy ending in this one. Based on this, I'm sure you get the concept of the TheHORRORman's TV SCAREies now, because Sylvia is certainly a horror-themed episode from a TV show that is not typically horror-themed. In fact, Little House on the Prairie is far from it, which is why I thought this would be the perfect choice to introduce this new series. When I was young, my mother used to watch this show all the time, and I found it to be boring. But then, one day, the Sylvia episode was on, and I was hooked. It was like watching a slasher film. There's an actual body count and a stalker in a clown mask. It even plays out like a whodunit. We are introduced to different people in the town, all possible suspects. It's also worth mentioning that Michael Landon wrote and directed this episode himself, or both parts of the episode, I should say. It's dark, it's disturbing, it's horror. Have you seen Sylvia? If so, what do you think of the episode? And has it had a lasting impression on you as it has on me? Chances are, if you have seen it, you've never looked at Little House on the Prairie the same way. I know I haven't. It's a true horror gem within a family-friendly drama. Next time on the HORRORman's TV Scaries, I'll be discussing an episode that was banned for being too disturbing after its first airing. It comes from a TV show known for its science fiction elements. But believe me, this particular episode is strictly horror. It's a TCM-style slasher. Check out the next episode of the HORRORman's TV Scaries to find out what it is. So, what do you think of this new series? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Be kind, subscribe.